everybody, Tracy Jo Kalin here with Kalin's Crafting Studio, and today I just wanted to do a quick video on how I store my cutting dies and my embossing folders for my Cuttlebug. They can kind of get messy if you throw them in a drawer and you don't know what you have, so I sort of came up with this system and it works really well for me. So I just get an actual scrapbook from one of the craft stores, and it gets heavy with the cutting dies because they are metal. And what I did was I just put a little brad through the end, and I use a little white hair tie, so as it grows this kind of just fits on there like that, and it works really well to keep it shut. Right now this one isn't really full. I actually had my embossing folders in this, and then I bought a bigger one with a 3D ring. So you can get either kind. The scrapbook pages themselves, I got extra refills, and this is the kind that has the little pins, and you can add to it if you need to. And then what I did was, well, first I always tape the instructions because I always sometimes forget how to cut versus emboss of how the plates go. So this is just a little guideline for me. And of course I just made a little thing for the front here using my Cricut. So I know what they are, and I store them on a bookshelf in my craft room here. So what I do is I take the packages too that they come in, and I will cut out the name and the actual pattern design, because sometimes it's really hard to see what it looks like. And I just kind of tape them to the top. Some are sort of self-explanatory, but if there was, you know, this is this one, this is this one, and then this is this one. So it just helps me kind of identify what I want to use. So, and then I get these little 8x10 magnetic sheets, and you can get them from the craft store. I've gotten some at Michael's. I've ordered them on Amazon.com. They're fairly inexpensive. And I'm an organization freak, so I need to have things organized, so I'll spend the money to do it. I know some people kind of put these in a box and put little pieces of paper in between, and this is just how I prefer to do it. So and of course everything is teal or turquoise and brown, because that's the colors in my craft room. So as you can see, you just flip through, and they keep them very nice, these little magnetic sheets. And again, I just tape to the top where they came from and the name of them. And now some of them, these are the new Anna Griffin ones that I just got off of HSN not that long ago, and some of them were really difficult to read, and I really couldn't tell what they were. So what I did was I went and actually took some scrap paper and I cut out one of everything. These were a little more obvious. I can read that says brother and father, grand, Mother's Day. So the ones that were a little more difficult were the ones in cursive. So I went ahead and just cut out an example and kind of taped it near where I keep it on the actual magnetic sheet. So I don't have a whole lot of dies. That's really, I think that's all I have, but I have some in here because I'm going to be getting more on the auto ship program. This is one that I got from my mystery box a while ago, and it is metal. This is kind of interesting how this works. Is you put your paper inside, you can actually even ink it if you want, and this is sort of a folder all in one, and you just run it through the Cuttlebug. I haven't really used it yet, but I guess there's some cute little pieces on there that I might use at some point. So, but it is metal, and it does stick in here too. So, but like I said, this can get quite heavy. So I'm not sure how many more pages I'll put in, but definitely a few. So that's my cutting dies. Now my embossing folders, I have a lot more. So I ended up getting a much larger book. This is a 3-ring book. On the end I wrote embossing folders, and then I made another little thing to match on the front with my Cricut. And what I do with these is I just simply buy the scrapbook refill pages, and I put them in the binder, and it's getting pretty thick. And again, I tape the pattern to the front of it, so it just sometimes you can see the pattern clearly, but I like to have a little reference guide, and if it doesn't have the name, these have the name on the front of them. So as you can see, I have quite a few embossing folders, all different brands. I have Cricut ones, I have Anna Griffin ones, I have Doris ones, and this just stores them very nicely. Sometimes they bunch up a little bit and they don't lay super flat, but I've tried getting pockets that actually fit like 5x7 ones, but they actually don't work, because even though the inside of the embossing folder is 5x7, the pocket actual size of it is a little bit larger, so it doesn't fit in those 5x7 pockets. So and then I did get some of the 4x6 ones, and this is actually, I think these are the 5x7 pockets that I got off of HSN, and they actually fit my 4x6 ones, so I can at least separate those a little bit differently. They kind of slip out, so I just put a little bit of tape on it, and that works pretty nicely. So whenever I can save that off of the packets, I do. Originally, I was saving the actual cardboard packets, and it was just getting to be too much, so I finally just decided to toss them all and cut out what I needed on them. So, and that's all my embossing folders. And again, it's just in a nice little book. I can see everything, and it keeps me very organized. So I just thought I would share those little tips, because I know I was looking for tips when I first started out with all of this, and hopefully this will inspire you, or you'll come up with your own ideas from it. So everybody have a great day, and thanks for watching. And again, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like my video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.